Hello my friends, Stevie B here, welcome back to the channel. So I have to confess, I have quite a few guitar VSTs, and it's kind of funny because I'm a guitar player and I do, of course, record real guitar in my scoring projects all the time. But I also often employ certain guitar VSTs in my scoring projects in tandem with organic real guitar recordings. It's one of my favorite things to do. Now, a lot of you guys watching are probably already familiar with some of the more popular guitar VSTs out there. For instance, some of the Native Instruments products you guys probably know well, and they're amazing and super useful. But I thought I would shine a light on some of the lesser known libraries in this video, especially if you're looking to add some cinematic texture to your compositions. So I'm going to show you a few products here, some of which I've been using for years and a few that are quite new to my workflow that I'm really excited about. All of the links for these products are in the description of this video. None of them are affiliate links. There's no paid promotion going on here, but some of these products have been sent to me at one point or another. And as you guys know, I only ever review or shout out products that I find really useful, that I use myself, and that I think that you would find interesting as well. So thanks for being here. If there's any virtual guitar instruments that you think should have been on this list, I'd love to know about them. So let me know in the comments, and yeah, let's get right into it. So very first on my list here is Quarterone Guitar Reveries, one of my all-time favorites. I did a proper review of Quarterone Guitar Reveries when it came out years ago. They were actually one of the first, if not the very first, sample library developer to reach out to me and ask for a review. And at the time, I was really excited about that. And I even wrote a little demo track for them, which is still up on their website. What stands out for me is that the guitar is beautifully sampled, and it's just a really simple UI, and there is tons of presets to choose from. They all sound so cool. And as you can see on the UI, you have two sound sources which you can choose from and combine to make your own presets. The presets themselves are divided into 3 folders: guitars, pads, and keys. Let's check a few of these out. And we've got some other patches that are more suited to like lead or like top line melody. This one's called Arpe Diem. All my favorite sounds are in the guitars folder. We've got these tremolo textures we can use. So cool. And as far as just like pure, rich, clean guitar tones, it's got you covered. Quarterone Guitar Reveries isn't cheap. It's $112, but I do think you get a lot of value for that. And surprisingly, it's the only library that Valiant Samples has put out. I hope they put out more. I do think this one is a real gem. Okay, second one up here is Emotional Guitars by Soundpaint. This is a recent purchase for me, and an all-around absolutely beautiful scoring tool. A lot of these presets just sound so lovely. They take me into a totally different mind space. One you just heard is called Blinded by Love. So I believe they sampled 32 different guitars for this library, so you get a range of different tones, and you really can't beat the price. It's $35. I think that's a steal. Similar to pretty much all of the libraries that I'm going to show you today, this one also has a lot of pad presets. And some evolving pads as well. So yeah, super cool library overall. Highly recommend getting your hands on some of the SoundPaint freebies. I've got a pretty hefty collection of their products at this point, and I use them quite often when it comes to cinematic scoring. Okay, so next one up here, this one is called Tales, and it is a beautifully sampled guitar library for Halion. Essentially, the library combines samples of an open-tuned guitar with synthesized textures and effects. Now, I know some of you non-Cubase users out there are going to be mad when you see this, but in case you didn't know, you can actually use Halion on any DAW, and you could even download their free player, Halion Sonic 7, and get your hands on some of the freebies that they have for Halion, like Lo-Fi Piano, Navia Harp, Taped Vibes, and Xstream, which I just did a review of a couple of weeks ago. Free spectral synthesizer, super cool, definitely check that out. You can get a range of different tones from Tales, like from really tight, intimate, and organic, to combinations of cinematic pads and guitar. To patches that are not really guitar-like at all, but more just ambient and cinematic. And we also have a texture and effects page. So the amount of tweaking that you can do on each of these pages leaves the options just wide open for creating all kinds of really, really cool combinations, especially looking at the textures menu. They all sound really unique. Let's choose xylophone. I've been having a ton of fun with this one, super versatile library. Okay, next on my list here is Lost Guitar by Westwood Instruments. I feel like you could do a whole film score with just this plugin alone. Lost Guitar was created by sampling a baritone guitar, so it has a really deep and emotional feel to it, and also just an incredibly wide range of presets. And I should also mention that Westwood has some great freebies, like their Roots line. So again, really similar to some of the other libraries that we've looked at. We've got a couple of different sound sources that we can choose from and make really interesting combinations. I like to use like really clean tones like this, and then combine them with a more textural patch like this. I think where Lost Guitar really excels is just the stylistic range of different patches that we can choose. There is just so many, from pads to more traditional guitar sounds to keys and like synth-like patches. It's just all over the place. It really is an insane library, and by the way, it's a great companion to the other instruments in the Lost series, so specifically the Lost Piano and Lost Synth. So big shout out to Westwood, and I think these are all on special right now. They're running a summer sale, I believe. So by the time this video goes live, should still be in effect. Okay, last one on the list here. I'm not totally sure if this one makes sense to include in this video, but I thought I'd give it a shout out. This one is called Senfine by Wavelet Audio. And it's not strictly a guitar library, but it's got some awesome guitar sounds that I use quite often. Other than guitar, Senfine includes a ton of other stuff, including drums, orchestral warps, keys, and synths. Unfortunately, you need the full version of Kontakt to run Senfine, but I thought I would include this one just because I use it so often, specifically for this EBow guitar patch. I use this overdrive guitar patch all the time. So Senfine was designed to create like cinematic and ambient and like also like post-rock type tracks. I don't write anything that I would describe as post-rock myself. Where I do find myself using Senfine a lot is like in trailer tracks where some like edgy guitar tones really come in handy. Again, not a fully dedicated guitar library, but I thought I'd throw it in the mix. Thanks so much for tuning in, my friends. And by the way, if you're interested in learning about how to license your music, I have a free course. It's called Intro to Music Licensing. You can access that in the description of this video. Music licensing is how I make a full-time living as a composer. So if you're keen to know more about the business, how to collect royalties, how to get started with music libraries and that kind of thing, then this course is for you. Okay, thanks again, guys. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Let me know if you have any questions, and hit that like and subscribe button for me if you got some value from this video. In the meantime, I'll see you soon. Take care.